Out of the blue, after a long and tiring day, I found myself remembering someone I once loved deeply. It felt so comforting to revisit those cherished memories we shared. I couldn't help but reflect on how blessed I felt to have been with such an amazing person back then. As I delved deeper into the past, I began to uncover painful memories as well. Before I knew it, tears started to flow. I cried, really cried, not because I miss him, but because the hurt was still there. I couldn't help but feel anger and blame him for the misery I experienced. This really bothers me because I thought I had forgiven him a long time ago. I believed I had moved on and was doing well. My life is actually great without him, so why am I suddenly feeling so much resentment? Could it be that I haven't truly forgiven him after all? If so, how can I find a way to truly let go? When was the last time you made a huge mistake? One so significant that you deeply hurt someone and knew in the back of your mind that what you did felt unforgivable. How does it feel when, despite what you did, that person actually forgives you? That happened to me, and I can tell you that the fear of being unforgiven is the worst feeling of all. I initially planned not to tell the person what I had done, but my conscience wouldn't let me rest. So I ended up confessing, unable to meet her gaze. I just looked down, unable to hold my head up until I heard an unexpected response. "It's okay," with a gentle smile. At that moment, I knew I had been truly forgiven. It might be difficult for us to forgive someone who has wronged us, but try to consider the immense guilt they might feel for hurting you. What if they're too embarrassed to face you or too afraid to apologize because they fear you won't forgive them? Perhaps they're waiting for the right moment or gathering the courage to reach out. Sometimes it's hard to forgive because of our pride. We may view those who hurt us as less worthy or believe we are somehow better than them. We think we deserve to be treated better, as if we've never made mistakes ourselves. I realized that true forgiveness requires humility. We need to accept that we are all human and prone to making mistakes. We hurt others, and they hurt us too. By acknowledging our own shortcomings, we can become more tolerant and understanding of others. I believe we are sent here on earth to learn important lessons, and who can better teach us those than another human being? As Ryan Holiday puts it, when you catch an elbow or an unfair blow today, shake off the pain and remind yourself, I am learning. My sparring partner is learning too. This is practice for both of us. That's all. I know a bit more about him or her, and from my reaction, they are going to learn a little bit more about me too. Ask yourself, is it really the other person you're struggling to forgive? Or is it yourself? Sometimes it's hard to let go of a painful memory because we feel we could have done better or prevented things from happening. Forgive yourself too. Forgive her for not knowing the things that you know now. Jesus said in Luke 17, verses 3-4, "If your brother or sister sins against you, rebuke them, and if they repent, forgive them. Even if they sin against you 7 times in a day and 7 times come back to you saying, 'I repent,' you must forgive them." Perhaps the reason God said this is because He understood that even after the painful act has ended and the person no longer commits it, the memory can still linger. He knew that forgiveness often takes time. As they say, every time you remember, forgive again.